So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down every single step that you need to take in order to be fully monetized on YouTube in just 24 hours. So if you are a small YouTuber who is very anxious about the whole monetization process, or you are just someone who wants to know about the YouTube monetization process and all that it takes to be part of the YouTube Partner Program and then start getting paid, I'm going to be breaking down every single question that you've been asking yourself when it comes to the YouTube Partner Program and how you can actually apply for monetization. Alright, so as some of us may already know, to be part of the YouTube Partner Program, you will need to reach a certain requirement, that is 1,000 subscribers, which you will have no time limit for that. You can get 1,000 subscribers in 1 year, 3 months, or 2 years. You will also need 4,000 hours of watch time. Now with this, you have a time limit on it. That is, you need to get your 4,000 hours of watch time in 12-month period. So if you begin YouTube on the 1st of January and then you've been able to accumulate the subscribers within the same year but have not been able to reach the 4,000 hours of watch time, if in February of the next year you've been able to reach the 4,000 hours of watch time, whatever amount of watch time you've been able to accumulate in January of the previous year will be deducted from your watch time. Short form content can get you the subscribers, and then longer videos can get you the watch time if fortunately for you, one of them has gone viral. Recently, you can be entitled to some monetization benefits if you have reached 500 subscribers and then 3,000 hours of watch time, but that is not available in every country yet. So while waiting to reach the monetization requirement, on your YouTube Studio dashboard, you have the data showing you how close you are to your monetization requirement. You have the option to apply when your requirements are met. And also, you can let YouTube notify you once you have reached the requirement for monetization. So once you've reached the requirement and all that we've talked about so far, these are the steps that you need to follow. If you have a strike on your channel, you will not be able to apply for monetization unless that particular strike expires. So while applying for the monetization, you have 3 stages that you need to complete. The first is basically the easiest stage. You just have to accept the terms and conditions of YouTube Partner Program, and then from there you are moving to the second stage. The second stage basically involves you linking your Google AdSense account to your YouTube channel. Now YouTube pays you directly into your Google AdSense account, and then the money is released to your bank account from your Google AdSense account. So this second stage is actually the most difficult part when it comes to monetizing a YouTube channel. Any mistake at this stage will actually delay the monetization process entirely. So take your time at this particular point. Now, for you to link a Google AdSense account, you are asked whether you have a Google AdSense account already or not. Mostly, YouTubers who cannot wait to monetize their channel tend to create their Google AdSense account earlier before monetization. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is left onto you to remember whether you have a Google AdSense account or not already, because you can only create a Google AdSense account once in your name. So if you have a Google AdSense account already, and then you've gone through the process of creating a new one through your monetization process, this particular stage will be put on hold. You then need to look through all your Google accounts to find out which particular one has actually got a Google AdSense account created. You have to close that particular account in order to proceed with this second stage. But if you do not have a Google AdSense account already and you want to create a new one at this particular point, it is a smooth process. Your name, date of birth, and basic details are going to be asked, and once you provided that, you will be moving to the last stage after the second stage has been approved. The second stage, like I've stated, is the most difficult part. So once you've reached the third stage, what you need to do is to allow YouTube to humanly verify your YouTube channel entirely. Now, one thing that I need to let you know is that all these 3 processes can take 24 hours for you to complete. But then if you start the monetization process at the weekend, the YouTube human verification will not be able to take place at the weekend. That is the third stage. So I would advise that you start the monetization process on a weekday. So back onto the YouTube verification, it is going to take 1 night. So once you've slept and then woke up, you are going to be congratulated and accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. Now, few things again can actually be able to halt this particular process. It is entirely left onto YouTube to decide whether or not your channel is fit to be part of the YouTube Partner Program. Now, if you engage in what we call reuse content, that is taking content from other creators most at time and then using it. Some content on YouTube can be used only on YouTube, but it will be then left onto the creator of the content you've taken whether or not to monetize that particular content you've used. The second thing that can also stop your channel from getting monetized is using more of AI. YouTube actually prefer original content. So if you use more of AI in all your content, you are likely to be disapproved. Like I said, YouTube is the only authority to decide on reasons they cannot be able to have your channel monetized. You will have about 30 days to finish up with any of the reasons that YouTube has disapproved your channel from monetization. But if after 30 days you've not been able to resolve the issue and you've applied again, you can be disapproved again, and you will take about 90 days for you to apply. So make sure you have everything settled before you begin the entire monetization process. It is a relaxed process, and once you are relaxed throughout the process, you will not be able to make mistakes along the line. Now, once you are finally monetized, you have to go onto your YouTube Studio dashboard. You are going to turn on ads on all your videos. Automatically, you have a button you click and ads should be turned on your entire channel. However, videos that are 8 minutes or more, you can be able to manually place ads on those videos in order to make a lot more money. If you turn on ads in your studio dashboard, you have to go onto your Google AdSense account and then complete a verification. You will go through an identity verification and then address verification. Now, one thing that you also need to know is that the name on your ID, the name on your bank account needs to be the same name on your Google AdSense account. If there are any changes to your name, you will not be getting paid. With the identity verification, you just need to provide a clear picture of your ID card. You also need to complete an address verification. With this, a 6-digit PIN is going to be sent to your address. It takes between 2 to 3 weeks for the PIN to reach your country or the address you have provided. But during all this verification process, your channel will start making money from the very first day you have turned on the monetization. A monthly requirement for YouTube to pay you is $100. Some channels could be able to make the $100 in their first week, their first month, 3 months, or even 5 months. So if you are someone who has got a very good CPM or your videos are getting the watch time needed, you can be able to reach the $100 threshold quickly. Some could make that within a week. But if within that week you've been able to reach the $100 threshold, on a payday, which is going to be the 22nd of every month, the money will be sent from YouTube to your Google AdSense account. But once you are not done with the verification process, you will not be able to get paid. So for you to go through a very smooth verification process in your Google AdSense account, I would emphasize that you visit the nearest post office to you, pick up their address, and use that while filling the address verification. You can discuss with them the kind of document you are expecting. You can take a number of a worker from there if possible, so that they can be able to keep in touch with you once your PIN has dropped. Remember, there are no numbers on the PIN. It is just your name on the document and then the address you've provided. So if you've provided an address of a post office and then you are in contact with them, once the document has dropped, within those 2 to 3 weeks period, you can be called and then you go for it. It is only after the verification is complete that your money will be released from the Google AdSense account to your bank account. And remember, during the period of verification on Google AdSense, you'll be able to add your bank details and then your tax information as well. With the tax information, your location is very necessary because those outside the US have a different tax deduction taken out by YouTube every month compared to those in the US. So whatever you've made off of YouTube, a 14% of tax is going to be taken out if you live outside the US. And also, whatever you make at the end of every month on YouTube is regarded as estimated revenue. An amount could be deducted before the end of the month. And in the middle of every month, you are paid what you've made in the previous month. So in the month of March, you will be getting paid what you've made in February. YouTube actually pays between the 21st and then 22nd of every month. That is if you've been able to reach the $100 threshold. And don't get discouraged when you finally monetize your channel and you are not getting the amount that you've seen other YouTubers making or talking about on the platform. It varies, and with time, your channel will be able to pick up. So continue to upload if you are looking forward to monetize your channel or to increase your revenue monthly. And last but not the least, whatever YouTube pays you, the exchange rate of your country will determine how much is going to be in your local bank account. So I think I've said enough. If there's anything that you think I've not touched on and you want to know more about that, you can leave that in the comment section and I will be able to address that personally. If you enjoyed these videos and more on how to make money online, subscribe to the channel, like the video for more of this content in the coming days. Peace out.